All right, so in this video, we're going to look at how to find an inverse from an equation. So if you recall, we said that the inverse just means that we're switching the x and the y. So in points, you switch the numbers, right? In tables, you switch the columns. And in graphs, you basically switch the x and y's of the points and then plot them. So for an equation, we're going to do basically the same thing. There's two main steps to solving this problem. We're going to switch the x and y. Then we're going to solve to get the new y by itself. So if I have been given the function h of x equals negative 3x minus 5, I'm going to copy down the equation I was given. The only thing I'm going to change is the position of the x and the y. And so for our purposes, the function name itself is our y. So we're going to move h of x to where x used to be. And we're going to move x to where the function used to be. And then to note that we have taken an inverse, we're going to put the little minus 1 after the h. So that's step 1. That's the switch. Step 2 is going to be to solve. So what we're going to do is solve for h. So we're going to rearrange the equation to get the h inverse x by itself. So I'm going to follow the steps that I normally would when solving an equation. So we'll add the 5 to both sides. All right, so now we can divide the negative 3. And we'll notice that on the left-hand side, we have what looks like a giant fraction. So to simplify this, we need to remember two things. One is that when I don't see a number in front of my x, I know there's an invisible 1. And number 2, we need to remember that division distributes just like multiplication does. So if I'm dividing by negative 3, I need to divide both the 1 and the 5. So when I divide the 1 and the negative 3, I'm going to get negative 1/3. When I divide the 5 and the negative 3, that also doesn't reduce, so I'll get negative 5/3. And then I've got my inverse on the other side. So I look at it one more time. I notice that the inverse h and x are isolated. They're by themselves. So I've finished my solving. So my final answer, h inverse x, is equal to negative 1/3 x minus 5/3. That's all I have for this one. I will see you guys next time.